Alright, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahushai, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahushai, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachakodash. The belongs to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone True Well. Salutations to the whole elect out there, you Akim to Sadakim, that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. On the pre-Shaman, this week's topic is going to be entitled, We Have to Warn the People. Alright, we have to warn the people. You know, the brothers out there in Tampa, they came across Waka Flocka Flame. Now, people just normally say Waka Flocka, but after that conversation with the brothers, you could definitely see why the Lord put that flame at the end, because the guy was just a fucking nigga, you know. But he did admit that, hey, the mark of the beast is the RFID microchip. But he's also saying King James was a homosexual, black man, all that type of shit. But as soon as the brothers got in contact with him, the Spirit just had him get heavy on the chip. Because that's the main thing we're warning these people about. Why? Well, let's get into it. It's the book of Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter, 16th verse. It says, And it came to pass at the end of 7 days, that the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Right, so we're watchers. All right. The watchman will stand on the battlements of the city and watch for incoming danger, you know, onto the house of Israel. And that's what we're doing, right? We're trying to warn our people, all right, of the impending dangers and calamity that's going to come to them. Jacob's trouble, RFID microchip being mandated, which is the mark of the beast, and how the faith and name in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is your only way to get through this, all right? And you show your faith by teaching, being diligent, and keep these laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. It says, Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. Right, give them warning from me. It says, and that's what we're doing. You know, the Most High just wants us to go out there and warn the people. You got guys that, you know, like right now, it's cold. They take breaks and shit like that and come back. No, you gotta be diligent in season, out of season, right? If the weather is too severe to the point where, okay, it might pose some sort of hazard in terms of transportation, hey, then we ain't sit downs for this week until we could travel. But we don't take the entire winter off, or the shit is too hot and we take the whole summer off. None of that. Constant warning, because shit is constantly happening. You see the shit that DJT is doing, all right? Iran, trying to get a revolution going in Iran. This man is not slowing down, so why the hell are we? It says, When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest not warning. And the wicked right here is talking about the wicked of our nation, okay? Because when it comes to repentance and being saved, that's only for the nation of Israel, all right? And that's another thing we're warning about. You got guys talking about the other nations can make it. That's bullshit, all right? We have to warn you from false prophets to avoid those guys, man. Anyways, so it says, When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. Right, so if you don't warn the wicked individual of what's to come, you got blood on your hands. So a lot of these guys, guess what? They have blood on their hands if they're not warning the people. You see? It says, Yet, if thou warn the wicked, and he turn from his sins, from his wickedness, yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked ways, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. So, you know, as they say, the blood is off my hands, pretty much, you know, because I did my part, you know, which was to warn. I put up my videos, Lord. These niggas ain't want to get it. I understand through the Spirit. Scriptures like Isaiah 6:9, Romans 11:7, that some will not get it, and you know, let that be their judgment. You see, Verse 20, again, it says, when a righteous man doth turn from his righteousness and commit iniquity, and I lay a stumbling block before him, he shall die, because thou hast not given him warning. He shall die in his sins, and his righteousness which he hath done shall not be remembered, but his blood will I require at thine hand. So if you have an individual that was righteous his entire life, but not entire life, but most of his life, and then finished off wicked, the Most High, that's the Most High, man. He really look at how, what have you done for me lately, up until the destruction, you know. So if you if you go out in wickedness, you're gonna pay the penalty. But again, if you don't warn that individual, y'all both gonna die. 21. Nevertheless, if thou warn the righteous man, that the righteous sin not, and he doth not sin, he shall surely live, because he is warned. Also, thou hast delivered thy soul. So that's two people delivered. All right, the righteous man and the watchman that saved the people. And you got to think about that too. Like literally think about it, right? Like, if you see somebody, right, you a watchman on your post on the battlements of the city, and impending danger is coming, and you don't tell anybody, you just try to save your own ass. Yo, people gonna look at you and try to catch your ass like, what the fuck, man? Look how many people done died and perished, and you could have told us that these, you know, that the city was gonna be attacked. You see? So that's how the Lord is looking at it. You know, here it is. You got one job: stand on the battlements, warn the people. Danger's finally coming, but you just like, nah, bro, fuck it. I'm gonna break out and try to save my own ass. You're not gonna sound the alarm, you know. You're not gonna do nothing. So I bet. You know, you got blood on your hands. It says, verse 22, and the hand of the Lord was there upon me. Salakia. Alright, I'm gonna drop that, and let's, you know, sticking with the same visualization. The book of Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower. See, the prophets are saying the same thing through the Spirit. The Most High is using the same analogy here, man. You got a prophet top of the tower watching. Okay, that's what we are. It says, I will set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he shall say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables. Right, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. Right. So, look, man, this thing is supposed to be simple breakdown, simple understandings. All right. You don't have to get over deep, some deep, super complicated words or anything. The word is very simple. You know, it's these guys that want to overcomplicate things. Yeah, you got some Gentiles that are gonna make it, and some remnants of Edomites are gonna be partakers of the kingdom. Just bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Now, this thing is simple, man. Salvation only for Israel. These nations are gonna go into slavery. The enemies of the Lord you read about in Psalms, the 83rd chapter. 2/3 of the nations of Israel is going to get caught up in nuclear fire, Zechariah 13:8, but they're going to come back reincarnated righteous. You know, simple things, you know. Who the devil is, all right, and the major prophecy to come. You know, the reason why technology is being advanced, the reason why they're aiming towards a cashless society. They have goals, all right. The Most High has put missions and goals and aspirations in the heart of the elites to further his agenda, okay? And we got to let the people understand that, okay? It says, verse 2 now, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth. Right, so you're supposed to either run with this thing, if you're Israelite, or you other nations, when you hear your judgment coming, you're going to run away from it. 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Right. Scriptures speak about the incredulity, unbelief of people. Romans 3:3, for what if some did not believe? Okay, because their whole thing is, well, I'm not seeing it right now, so I don't believe. But look how much things have come to pass in such a short time over the years, man. All right, Trump literally outlawed pennies. saying, oh, it costs too much to make them. What's stopping him next to say it costs too much to make nickels, dimes, or even dollars? And there you go. You see, it's all test runs, man. So I should test run to get people conditioned to a police state. So, you know, they're gearing you people up. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. So this thing ain't gonna take long, man. All right, it's not gonna tarry. You see? The Most High is gonna have these things come to pass, these prophecies come to pass, man. And there's just so much going on. We're happy about it. We're ecstatic about it, man. Hey, even this whole TikTok thing is making this Israelite thing even more global, more viral. Because, you know, as we approach the end, more and more people got to know what this thing is about, man. All right? That way, again, no more cloak for their sins. Well, you know, this lesson was quick. I'm about to approach my destination. Only got into scriptures, but hey, man, I hope in that brief period, brothers were edified. I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashim Chachadash, that belongs to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone True Well. Salutations and hopefully elect out there, you Akim to Zadakim that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. Shalom.